Welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2. Swan, tell us, what happened last time?
My shift is almost over. Little drinking, little shut-eye, some more drinking, then right back to work.
That doesn't help at all.
Not even a little bit. So useless.
Now, you guys didn't vote for any upgrades, so we won't be able to pick any of those up. What we do have is research microfiltering.
That's the better refineries. Sick.
Yep, better refineries. I'd say it's a little bit better than orbital depots, especially if you're going for a gas-heavy composition.
Let's get down to business.
That makes sense. I mean, so do you, the refineries by default get 4 gas a trip, and now they get 5 gas a trip, right?
Yep.
Okay, so they get the same thing as minerals. That's nice.
Yeah. And we get siege breakers. They're awesome.
Tank mercs.
Yep. And you guys wanted train robbery. So we'll get into there.
Never
Diamondbacks.
thought we'd be back to this graveyard again. What have we got, Matt?
The Dominion's restored power to the old rail network. They're using the trains to move salvage to a central processing station. Our informants say the Dominion's found something unusually valuable, and they're transporting it to the processing station today. It's on one of these trains, but unfortunately they're all scan shielded, so we can't tell which one. We'll have to hit as many as we can and hope we get lucky.
Hope we get lucky. That ain't the usual Matt Horner plan.
You got a better one, sir? I'm all ears.
It's all good, Matt. You sold me. Well, let's go rob ourselves some trains. Old Tychus is gonna love this one.
Yeah, okay, so Firefly it's not, but that's okay.
Getting into this, we see our objective, which is to clear 8 trains. Supposedly we're getting lucky with which one has the right one, but I guess we just have to clear this amount of trains.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, lucky it is not.
No.
Sir, it turns out there are a few Confederate vehicles in the hills the Dominion haven't salvaged yet.
Diamondbacks. Man, I didn't think they made it past prototyping. Their rail guns will be great for stopping those
Hey,
trains.
Diamondbacks.
No pun intended. I'll upload their schematics to our factory.
They remind me of,
There may be other
Hover
vehicles
tanks
around
from
that we
Command
can
and Conquer.
commandeer. We should keep our eyes open.
except, there's no water for them to go over here.
Yeah, so our new unit is the Diamondback. What makes the Diamondback special? It can shoot while moving.
Yep. About it.
That's it. I mean, it does have some extra anti-armor damage, so it can be used in that fashion, but still, its DPS is less than that of an unsieged tank, so...
Okay, now, to be fair, an unsieged siege tank still does a substantial amount of damage.
I mean, that's true, but, I mean, you kind of
I
expect...
think that a unit that specializes in single target damage would be better.
Yeah, basically, you'd think so. I mean, it does have extra
Okay, so
health in it.
I have a question that you may or may not be able to answer. So, we're running around, and their Diamondbacks are just kind of chilling, right? And when we get close, then we get the Diamondback. It starts floating, and you get it. But they're not automated. They have pilots. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I see where you're going. I think, if you recall, one of the very first StarCraft missions of the Terran, where it's like one of those interior just units, you can get Goliath, and you lose a Marine every time you get a Goliath.
Oh, really?
So he could have done something like that.
I didn't know they did that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so you'd lose a Marine, but gain a Goliath.
Right. So, I was thinking, so where does the pilot come from? For the Diamondbacks? Or, if they were automated or something, it would make sense. But, nope. There's a little dude in there with a really sweet helmet.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a mystery. They all deserted.
Excellent work, sir. We can utilize the train's scrap payload to build more units.
I gotta say,
We obviously won't find many natural
Diamondbacks
mineral
are cool
fields here,
ideas,
so we should make the most of what we can
but the
salvage from
implementation
trains.
leaves something to be desired, I think.
Yeah, I pretty much completely agree. They've got a really cool idea, the firing while moving. It sounds really powerful and controlling.
Go away, Firebat.
Yeah, but in practice, the Diamondbacks just really underwhelming.
Not enough.
Yeah, I think that you
minerals.
needed to do more damage or attack faster. Like, even if they did the same damage per second, if they attacked faster, it would at least give the illusion that they're better than they are. That makes
train
sense.
is coming through the western
Yeah, I
Like-
think it's...
They just shoot so slowly that it seems kind of underwhelming.
I feel like the ability doesn't really mesh well with the unit as a whole. Like, it does extra damage to armored units, except the move while fire ability doesn't really mesh well. It doesn't make sense together. Because there's like so few situations where you'd be wanting to firewall moving against armored targets.
Right. I don't know, I guess this is one of those situations where it seems like the unit that you get was tailor-made specifically for its mission and nothing else.
Yeah, I
Which
agree with
is
that.
kind of problematic, I think.
Yeah.
That being said, if you get enough of them, they're still pretty useful.
complete.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be using them quite a bit in this mission to chase down trains, but there's not going to be a lot of use for them in other missions.
Tanks over Diamondbacks.
Yeah, they can be kind of useful as a tank, but
Worse?
what? Yeah, they don't have the ability to siege.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they give you the mobile offensive tank, just without the nice, iconic sieging capabilities, which is super good. And if they just
Feels
keep
like
throwing fire bats and Goliaths at you,
Yeah, it feels like Diamondbacks are built to fill a niche that doesn't really exist, that fast, anti-armored units that can firewall moving.
Not enough minerals.
it's a good statement.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, and like Hellions, for example, would benefit tremendously from the move while firing ability, because the units that you want to kill with the Hellions, like Zerglings, are the ones you want to run away from while you're shooting them.
Could you imagine how absolutely ridiculous Hellions would be if they didn't have to stop to shoot? They're bad enough as it is already.
Yeah, it would be completely gross, but
Speaking as a Zerg player, Hellions that could shoot and move at the same time would be the worst possible thing. On the other hand, they do give you something that you're not going to get from any other Terran unit. You get laser beams.
it's true. Lasers, the domain of the Protoss.
Dominion are constructing a series of bunkers to
So,
protect the tracks.
hang on, do I see some Zerg research down there?
Oh yeah, Zerg research. I've been picking it up without mentioning it, but we'll
Well, I
be picking that up.
Saw the little Zerg icon on the minimap, and, oh, so you're getting skeletons.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Defilers.
Oh, hey.
Those are defiler bones. I guess defilers
Wait.
all died.
Hang on. How do bugs have bones?
They're not bugs. Maybe they're bats. I don't know.
Fair enough. Also, wow, Dominion, that's just not cool. You're just gonna put bunkers on the train tracks?
Yeah. They got the Shrike turrets.
Oh, well, clearly we chose the
picked
right one.
reinforced
because
bunkers. Yeah.
We have both picked the same thing. Hey, do you think maybe the goons who are watching this LP are, like, cheating and helping Arcturus?
Get me out of here.
A train is coming through the western tunnel.
Auto turrets.
Auto turrets.
Oh, they're
I don't
armored.
think those.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Victory is
They die. I don't think those disappear, unlike Raven auto turrets.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so after much consideration, watching you play this mission,
killing.
I think I may have found a redeeming quality for Diamondbacks.
Oh?
Yeah. They're armored units that do anti-armored stuff that can keep up with your bio. So, Marauders kind of do that, right?
Yeah.
Except, Marauders have all the same sorts of limitations that Marines do, and benefits, I guess, in that they're biological units and they stem and
Mineral
stuff,
field
but
depleted.
here you have a unit that you can produce from your factory, which keeps up with your biological units, and actually contributes something that your Marines aren't super great at.
Go on.
Not
I
enough.
still...
Now, I'm not saying they're great
Yeah.
units. I'm saying that there's a role they can perform.
Mineral field depleted.
Any of your other mechanical units don't really complement Bio as well, and that tank looks awesome.
Yeah, siege breakers are sick. And we will be building them.
You can see that they do more damage because they have little guns beside their big guns.
Our
Yeah,
SCVs
that makes it
are
better.
under attack.
Yeah, more DACA. Oh, I'm
Oh, and
ready.
we see seeker missiles. Oh, gross. So those ravens, I think that's the first time we've seen a raven
Mineral field
shooting
depleted.
seeker missiles. Well, we saw them
Mineral
before
field
when
depleted.
we were defending the trains, but this mission, the first time.
A train is approaching.
Whoa,
to
you're
a
taking
tunnel
that
in
base
the
with
northwest.
your main command center.
Yeah, so our current base
Brave.
is pretty much mined out, so we gotta move. Yeah, you do not have very many minerals on this map. A lot of your minerals come from killing the trains.
That makes sense. I mean, you are killing a lot of trains. I guess.
Breakers.
What? They countered you. The only thing better than siege breakers is siege breakers.
Upgrade complete.
Actually, and you know, Diamondbacks that can move into range while Picks are still sieging up, I guess.
Yeah, and they don't even siege, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, well. Bad guy siege breakers.
Yep, see ya.
Okay, so is it my imagination, or do the trains gradually get richer as the mission goes on? Like, they seem to drop more resources every time.
I don't know, that might be your imagination. Oh, hey, Medic. Hey, buddy.
Is the medic the only ground unit in the game that doesn't have a ground attack? Or any sort of attack?
Detecting Dominion kill teams patrolling the tracks with
Infestor?
marauders.
Oh, yeah.
If you, or High Templar, if you count spellcasters,
I'll
which
mark their
Medic is a
location with red
spellcaster.
warning symbol.
Yeah, I suppose.
Still,
They just
you
have
try
one
to
spell.
avoid them.
Yeah.
Oh, Marauder hit squads.
Yep, Marauders. These guys.
Uh-oh.
Well.
Well, see ya! Oh, I thought you had some traitor SCVs that would give away your base.
Nope, nope.
So are you
They're
planning
not
on
gonna-
killing those things, or what? You're kind of moving
I don't
out.
know.
and,
Should I?
If you can get your
Uh,
siege breakers in a good spot to deploy, it wouldn't be a bad
A
idea.
train is coming through the western
Honestly,
tunnel.
they're not that threatening, the Marauder hit spots, because we have Marines, and Marauders do terrible damage to Marines.
That's true. I guess
Terrible
they...
as in bad damage, not terrible as in terrible, terrible damage.
Right. Whoa, fast train. That's cheating.
Oh
And
no,
your
if
siege
only we
breakers
didn't
hit
have
like
anything.
Marines. And killed your medics.
Well,
Okay, the Minion has some of the worst trains ever, because it went through your units and didn't kill any of them.
yeah, well, they're hover trains, you know.
They must hover really damn high.
What's on your mind? What's the plan?
I mean, not high enough to be air units, clearly, but...
Alright. See ya, Marauders.
Oh, yeah, and the siege breakers that do ridiculous damage. Hell.
Yeah. Siege breakers are sick.
If you did nothing else right in this thread, Goons, you got siege breakers, so... Doesn't matter.
At the ready. What's the plan? What's the
Doctor is in.
Well,
Whoa! Whoa! They're actually, like, attacking.
yeah, they attack you occasionally.
Right, but... That almost seemed like they were trying to end an army, or a trade, but there was no trade.
The doctor
Yeah.
is in.
Go on.
I took out the Marauder hit squads because it's just too annoying to avoid them when you can just murder them.
Starcraft 2 in story form.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you got a smaller army, or just Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I think when I played through this the first time, I had made almost entirely Diamondbacks. They don't do well against the Marauder hit squads, just, you know, for reference.
Yeah, even though Diamondbacks do extra damage to armored units, Marauders are just so much better at anti-armor and killing Diamondbacks, so...
They're Marauder stem, right?
Do they? I don't know.
I don't know. If they do stem, then yeah, they've got to be way better than Diamondbacks. If they don't stem, then maybe not.
If only we didn't kill them, so I could
Yeah.
figure that out.
You know, I will say that Diamondbacks actually do serve a purpose of letting players with less capability for micro to simulate stutter stepping without the headache it might be for them.
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes the Diamondback so weak, is how powerful stutter stepping is, and that you don't really need that, you know, firing while moving.
Yeah, I think it's one of those units that helps newer players, or less skilled players, I guess, even, more than it helps well-skilled players. So that's why they seem like they have little in the way of utility.
Right.
Mineral field depleted.
I think another problem is that just the nature of the missions doesn't really correspond to like spending a long time kiting everywhere with Diamondbacks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I forgot that mercenaries come in the drop pods, so I was wondering why you dropped 2 mules beside your mercenary compound.
We don't
I
even
forgot
have
that you
mules
didn't
yet.
even have an orbital command. Yeah.
Mineral
Yep.
field depleted.
So you're going to show off the Starcraft 2 pathing, huh?
Yeah, party
Train
time.
is coming through the western
This isn't
tunnel.
Brood War. Your units can actually move in clumps and, like, you know, get places. More siege breakers.
Yeah.
And Goliaths. And Banshees.
Duskwings. They're not Banshees,
Ooh.
they're Duskwings.
Is that the...
Yeah, it's the
Mercenary
mercenary version. But that doesn't matter, we've got siege breakers and marines.
4 siege breakers. Gross. Pre-battle stem. And then everything just gets obliterated. That's Terran.
Hey! Hey, what's this?
That's
Looks
not a
important.
mineral pallet.
Sir, we're
They're not the
detecting
droids you're looking
electrical
for.
activity in the wreckage.
Now let's see what they were so fired up to get their hands on.
Adjutant 23-46 online. System recording. New Gettysburg Defense Initiative. Submit access codes.
Well,
Well.
I'll be. Confederate adjutant.
New Gettysburg was a very important location in Brood War, wasn't it?
Up to recover it.
I don't remember.
Pretty sure there was a psionic beacon deployed at New Gettysburg.
Oh yeah, I think we might talk about that.
I think.
Sir, that adjutant we recovered is down in the lab. She's all powered up.
Talk to me, you old piece of junk. What do you know?
Jim has a way with the ladies. Even the
User
robot ones.
identified. Rayner, James, ex-Marshal Marsara Colony. Joined Sons of Korhal Terrorist Group. Status, criminal.
Enough about me, darling. What else you got locked up in that synthetic head of yours?
User status, criminal. Access denied.
Playing hard to get, huh? We'll see about that.
Maybe they could have someone else ask her?
Nah, it sounds hard. Just hand her to Swan, see what happens. Took him 21 minutes to get from the armory, or the lab, to the cantina.
Robbing a train again get you feeling nostalgic?
Damn straight. We must have hit the Shell Express a dozen times back in the day. Ah, that keeper never got old.
Almost got us killed when they smartened up and started using outriders to chase us.
Never was a man of them could keep up with you on a vulture, Jimmy. Just added to the fun. How the hell you got a job as marshal after all that? I'll never
Rest in
know.
peace, Brood War Vulture.
Vulture, best Brood War unit.
Ladies and gentlemen, each night I bring you the news in the most fair and balanced manner possible. But tonight I have a commentary.
Blizzard
Some
with
have asked me what
subtlety.
the difference is between our leader, Emperor Mengsk, and the traitor Jim Raynor. They point out that Mengsk rebelled against the government of his youth and came to power through the use of violence and subversion. Why is it wrong for Jim Raynor to rebel in similar fashion? There is a difference. When Emperor Mengsk began his revolution, there was no threat hanging over humanity. James Raynor is waging his revolution while
Rebel
we
Jim
are at
Raynor
war
continues
with
campaign of
2
terror.
alien races. James Raynor, have you no conscience? Shouldn't you fall in line, putting your petty complaints aside as we struggle for humanity's very survival against this alien menace?
Everyone's a critic.
Yep. It's a good rebuttal there, Jim.
Yeah. Don't be such a jerk.
Jim, let me in. What really happened on Tarsonis? Whatever it was, I can see it tearing you up inside.
Tarsonis. That's where it all went down. Meng stole a psi emitter from the Confederacy and planted it there. He knew that it'd attract the Zerg, and our revolution began that day. The day Mengsk murdered a whole planet and called it justice.
My God. Billions of innocent people. That's just monstrous. No wonder you hate him so much.
Okay, so I have a problem with this. Because the psi emitter thing, sure, no one would understand that. But forgetting that a whole planet was wiped out by the Zerg, okay.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, it's just
on
like
the news.
I gathered our eyes, and we made our way to the forbidden archive world of Zaku. There, a triumvirate of mystic preservers awaited us, and in the shadows, something else was watching and waiting.
So I guess we've got some Protoss to do next time.
yay, more
First,
Protoss.
let's check out some of the stuff we can get.
Predators. Kitty cats. I have never built one.
They feel like they're extremely powerful against Zerglings, and that's their niche.
That's their only niche.
Yeah.
Hercules owns, though.
Hercules is cool. I'm not gonna say that Hercules is necessarily...
Well, it's not like it... It's got its own niche, too. I just found it more fun for me to use.
No matter what, they'll see minimal use in this campaign, but whichever one will get minor use, I guess.
Yeah, pick the one that you guys think is cooler. I guess.
Alright, and our Diamondback upgrades.
I love that video.
Yeah, it's like, what else are you going to use that range for except to fight?
Other
to kite
Diamondbacks.
another Diamondback. Or extra life.
Yes, your mobile attacking unit that can attack while moving really needs the extra health to stand there and tank damage.
Well, yeah, it feels like Diamondback just has all this grab bag of traits, and it just doesn't mesh well. I don't know. I don't know about those upgrades.
I've been looking for an encryption expert so we can access the adjutant we recovered. No luck so far.
Colonel Orlin at Dead Man's Port can crack anything. Haven't been back there in a while. Say, didn't you end up getting married last time we were there?
I told you before. If I knew what the prize was, I never would have joined that card game.
There's just something about a lover's reunion that chokes me up.
Well, that sounds like that'll be fun.
Alright, and we got a bunch of new missions to check out.
Still need to access the adjutant we retrieved from Tarsonis. Our old mercenary associate, Colonel Orlin, is an expert in Confederate code decryption. If our intel's right, he should still be based at the Merkhaven at Dead Man's Port. He's not very trustworthy, but he's our best bet of breaking that encryption.
I think you made that up, Matt.
Seems your Queen of Blades figured out who's been paying us to snatch up all them artifacts. Mobius's head honcho, Dr. Narud, claims the Zerg are attacking his main research campus on Tirador. He can't evacuate his people until all their artifact research is safe.
Get medevacs.
Flying medics.
Yes.
They can carry people.
Every voice that was ever raised against Mengsk is pinned up inside those walls. We let all them prisoners loose, and he'll never know what hit him. Just let me know when you're ready to pull the trigger.
Breakout. What is this question mark unit?
Oh, no. That sounds like a choice.
Medivacs? Vultures? Or
Question mark. Ooh.
Where's Tosh? I thought he'd be here by now.
He already left the ship. I thought you... Sir, we have an incoming transmission.
Isn't that the we're under attack noise?
Through.
It's everything.
Well,
Oh.
well. The infamous Jim Raynor. My name is Nova. We should talk.
Now what would one of Mink's pet ghosts have to say to me?
Tosh is lying to you.
Get Tosh on comms. I'm sure he's listening in anyway, encrypted or not.
We Spectres be the future. You just couldn't handle it, little girl.
Every ghost that became a Spectre has gone on a psychotic killing spree. The ones I've captured are held in New Folsom.
Don't listen to her, brother. Help me bust the Spectres from New Folsom, and we'll bring down Minx together.
Tosh wants to reactivate his Spectre buddies, using the substances you helped him collect. New Folsom is full of psychopathic killers. Do you really want to release them into the galaxy?
I be helping you against Minsk, and my people will too. She won't even join you.
He's a psychotic time bomb. He'll be on your side, right up until he puts a knife in your back.
This be the moment of truth. Make your choice.
It's like a BioWare choice here.
Yeah. Well, we can either help some psychotic killers, but they'll be our psychotic killers, and get our Spectres, or get Ghosts by helping Nova, the hero of Starcraft Ghost, which was
Never happened.
Never happened.
Rip Starcraft Ghost.
Rip. So, we've got another choice mission besides our Haven mission, and that's to decide whether we want Ghosts or Spectres by helping Tosh or Nova.